what's going on? It has been a long time since I made a video. It's been a long time since I've done any vlogging whatsoever. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while, I guess. I just got this phone. I got a new phone, the iPhone 10, what is it? There's so many names now for them. The iPhone 10, the Max, the 10s Max or whatever it is. XS Max, I don't know. Anyway, I got that phone, and I've videoed, some stuff here and there. I was gonna make videos out of those clips and things like that, but I just never got around to it, and now it's just, they're all just mumbled, and it's just, there's no organization to any of it. So I'm just gonna start a new one. I'm just gonna start this one here. I have, since the last time I sent out or made a video, I have gotten a new trailer, which is now currently having warranty work done. I gotta go pick that up today. And I just went on vacation. I'm now getting back on the road, and I just booked a load, picking up, it's picking up in Columbus, and it's a load of beer. So that's about all there is to it right now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and get things going and get back on the road. Well, not back on the road, you know what I mean. I'm gonna get on the road and start doing what I gotta do. Go get my trailer, fuel up, and all that fun stuff. So with that said, guys, you all have a good one, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Right, just got her started up, letting her warm up a little bit, and then we're gonna get on out of here anyway. Truck's still doing well, which is good. I'm not really even that concerned about it though either. It's got a good warranty. Yeah, and the good thing about this new phone is that this speaker, this microphone works. I don't have to wear my headphones just to talk into it. So that's a plus. All right, so we got fuel all filled up. Now we're gonna go get this trailer down in Cincinnati, and hopefully the seals are fixed. That's what was wrong with it. The wheel seals were leaking, and apparently they're leaking on all the new trailers that PDP got in. So I had to go deal with it, and luckily though I was able to give it to them while I was on vacation. So I technically didn't lose any extra time while they worked on it and diagnosed it. I hate warranties for such cheap things like seals on wheels like that, because it's an hour job and it costs, the parts are dirt cheap, but when a warranty is involved, you have to go through diagnostics, and it can take, most places, because of the warranty, they were wanting me to leave it for like 4 days. So thankfully I was able to do it over vacation, and I didn't have to take any extra time off. So let's go down there and go pick up my load.
55.
Alright. It was pretty adorable yesterday, I gotta admit. My daughter helped me for the first time with changing the oil on my Jeep, and she did a great job. There's pictures of it here. She loved it too. She's 4 years old. And she loved working on that Jeep with her old dad. Probably not as much as I did though. That's what
In a quarter mile, take the entrance to the right on I-75 South.
Okay. That's what I cherish the most about being a parent.
In 1,000 feet,
I get it.
take the entrance to the right on I-75 South.
Okay, I get it. You want me to turn up here. Gotcha. But yeah, I think that's exactly what I love the most, That's what I was looking forward to the most, were the days when I could start teaching my kids about the things that I love to do. That's working on the Jeep. It's a real pain in the butt though right now. I gotta go all the way to Cincinnati just to pick up this trailer.
This road for 11 miles.
It's frustrating because, again, the warranty. You know, I live in, the Dayton area, and there's nowhere in Dayton, that honors a warranty on the Wabash trailers. So when there's one in Findlay. There's one in Columbus. Here goes my phone. I don't know, let's try it like this. I don't know why, but for some reason, well, I picked the wrong case when I bought this phone, and there's not a smooth surface to apply the magnet sticker on the back of the case. So it doesn't have a nice, smooth, even contact point. So the magnet basically de-sticks itself from the back of the case. It really sucks because when I bought this iPhone, I couldn't find the Defender case like I had for my old iPhone. They didn't, at least not that I know of, they didn't make it for this 10 Plus XS extravaganza excessive phone, whatever the hell the model is. They didn't make the Defender for this phone yet. So I had to buy this case and a glass screen protector, and freaking spent an arm and a leg on the two. Over $120 on just the damn case and the glass screen protector. And now I would rather have, I think the Defenders are out now, but that's like another $80. Anyway, as I was saying, there's no warranties. There's no places within probably 70 miles of my house that does the warranty work on these trailers. So I had to take this trailer all the way to Cincinnati and have them do the warranty work. But the problem is that now I have to go back and get the trailer, and the load that I got is picking up in Columbus. Alright, sorry Mr. Honda, you're just gonna have to wait. Anyway, that's the way it is, I guess, sometimes. I was looking for a closer load to the Cincinnati area. But honestly, I just got tired of dealing with the brokers, and this one was off Uber. So just point and a click, and it was booked, and it's paying, it's about a $3.50 a mile load, somewhere around there. It's going 360 miles, and it's paying right around $11.50. So I don't know, $3.30 a mile, somewhere around there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and go from there. All right, so here it is, the new trailer. I'm down here in Cincinnati, just picked it up. Of course, like I said, I've gotten some use out of it already, but you guys haven't seen it yet. So here it is, nothing fancy, just a plain white Wabash Duraplate, but here it is, right there. Ain't she pretty? I need to walk all the way down there, but we got the just did the pre-trip a little minute ago. Well, that's not good. Damn. Hope they're okay. Jeez. Now, I don't really quite get this right here, but I am at Anheuser-Busch in Columbus, and this yard jockey has been trying to back into this door for over 5 minutes. Look at all that space in front. Now, he almost hit this truck pulling out right here. He damn near backed into him. This guy laid on his horn, stopped inches from hitting the front of his truck. And the guy in the yard truck is being taught. He has a trainer outside showing him how to maneuver the truck. That's all and well, but why on earth would you do this at night? Why would you teach somebody who has never driven a truck before how to maneuver at night in a dark, very poorly lit parking lot with multiple trucks and trailers that he has to maneuver around? Doesn't make any sense. Makes zero sense, but I don't know. Just me, I guess. What's happening? It's been a long time, I know, a long time since I've put a video on the YouTubes. But I'll tell you what, a couple days ago, I'd made an outro for this very video, and it was very drawn out and very depressing, because that's the mood that I've been in lately. I've been depressed. I've been very depressed. It doesn't sound like it right now, but that's because I said, fuck it, I'm not going to be depressed anymore. I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat better, and I'm done feeling depressed. I'm doing, the only thing it's kind of hard not to feel depressed about is being away from home. But there's other things that I can do to not, to conquer the depression. And one of those, well, two of those things are working out, physical activity, and eating right. It's amazing. Those will do wonders. And I just got done working out. It's pouring rain outside, so I utilized the space in my truck. And, I met up with my family on Sunday for some lunch because I was in Columbus picking up a load of beer in Columbus. And so I met up with them for lunch. And my wife brought some necessities for me, including some weights, some dumbbells, and like the adjustable type of dumbbells that have the weights that you can take off and put on. There's something about that. I don't know what it is, but when I pick those up, it just feels... I love lifting weights. It doesn't look like it, but I love to lift weights. But then when I get away from it for too long, I just become very lazy. Very, very lazy. And it's easy to let that go to your head. It's easy to completely even forget about it when you're out here. So I brought the weights out here. My plan was I was going to walk around, and hold my weights. Each one's 25 pounds. I was going to, you can do either 50 pounds, one 50 pound, or, two 25 pounds, or whatever combo of weights you want to use, and so I was going to walk around the truck stops and things like that, carrying my weights, and, but it's pouring rain. So I'm like, you know what? I can do it in the truck. It is a large truck for the most part, Freightliner Cascadia. Not as big inside as the Volvo that I was driving before, but it's big enough, and, I'm able to do what I need to do. And I did some squats. I did some, curls. I did some other types of exercises, ran in place, did step-ups using the bunk, stepped up and down, up and down, up and down. What else did I do? Just things like that. Whatever I could think of to do in the truck, I did. Elevated push-ups. By elevated, I mean I'm too tall to go, with the stick shift and everything there. It's too cumbersome. So I utilized the bunk, and so since my upper half is higher than my lower half, it's called an elevated push-up. Go figure, right? And so, the more elevated you are, the less resistance there is. So, you know, me being the big guy that I am, you know, it's easier, you know, it's a better idea for me to get back into it and ease back into it with elevated push-ups. Anyway, so I did some elevated push-ups, things like that, and I bought a salad I was going to eat for dinner, and you know what? I'm not even hungry, you know? I had kind of a late lunch. I ate about 2 o'clock or so. Ate some lunch at about 2 o'clock. And I portioned out my meals, you know, things like that. I portioned out my food. Did stuff like that, which is that's always been my biggest weakness. Even when I eat and no matter what kind of food you eat, if you eat too much of it, it's bad for you. So, you know, those steam fresh bags, you know, that you can get for like riced cauliflower, you know, I would eat a whole bag of that along with something else, like along with whatever, a piece of stuffed chicken or something. But I would justify it by saying it's a vegetable, it's cauliflower. But it's still carbs, you know, it's still got carbs. They're good carbs, but they're still carbs. It's still, you know, too much of anything is bad. So I portioned it out, and I had a serving size of that with my lunch. And I got some meatloaf. I had that, and, you know, a serving of meatloaf from Flying J. And that's not that bad, the meatloaf, really. I mean, I'm sure there's some, you know, and that sugar, and that sauce they use, I'm sure there's sugar and stuff in it. But, you know, it's a fairly healthy portion size. And then the cauliflower that the cauliflower that I had. And then I saved the rest. I put the rest of the cauliflower that I did not eat into a container and put it in the refrigerator, because that's what the refrigerator's for, is, you know, to save food like that. So anyway, I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling really good about that. God, it's amazing though, because, you know, all I did was I did that, I ate right, and I worked out, and now I'm, you know, I'm just feeling a lot better. You know, I don't know the scientific mumbo jumbo, but, you know, it when you exercise, it sends what's the, I don't know what the terminology is, but it sends a certain endorphin, is that the right word? I don't know, to your brain, and you know, it makes you feel good. You know, that's why you always feel good after a workout. And I feel better now than I have in a long time, because it's the first time I've worked out in a while, and I want to keep that up. I'm not going to let this shit beat me, you know? This is the biggest downfall to truck driving. I'd say it's more of a downfall than even being away from the family, because at least while you're out here, if you can stay healthy and keep driving, you know, you're giving your family a good life, you know, and that's what you're out here for. And then you can choose, especially when you do create your own schedule, you can choose when to be home. And, you know, so that's the best part about it. But if you're not healthy, then, you know, especially the kind of not healthy that we go through out here, sitting down for hours on end, you know, not eating the right nutrition, eating too much, eating too little, that's gonna be the death, you know. And I can't, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I love my family too much. You know, and I love what I do too much, to let any of that stuff beat me. But I had, you know, I'd actually made you know, like I said, an outro before this one, like a couple days ago. And, I was very gloomy on that one, you know. I was just very, I don't know, I was super depressed. And I was talking about how I needed to do something about it, but I just didn't. I just, you know, I hadn't. And now I am. So, yeah, you know, but, oh, I got sidetracked though. You know, I was saying I bought a salad for dinner, right? And I bought that I like the salads at the Flying J's. You know, you can get in the deli, you can get those pre-made salads. And I think they're really good. They're a little overpriced in my opinion, but they're good. They're pretty big. And, you know, I can get full off of just one of those salads. So I got the salad and I was going to have it for dinner tonight because I had a late lunch. So this is a problem that I have. Even if I'm not hungry, if it's dinner time, I'm going to eat. This time, after I worked out, I was going to have my salad. I got the salad out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not hungry. I'm just not hungry. So back into the refrigerator it went, and I'll have it tomorrow night. You know? And that's what I need to do. You know? If I'm not hungry, don't eat. It's so stupid simple, but yet this is how I gain too much weight. And I have gained weight since I've put myself into the owner-op arena, because it goes without saying, but the added stress it's unimaginable sometimes. And I know it's just, it's funny because I'll listen to LaShawn Parks talk about how he wishes he could go back to a one-truck operation sometimes because it's so stressful to have multi-trucks. Well, it's funny because when you go from a company driver to an owner-operator, you can think the same thing about going back to a company driver sometimes. It's like, man, the stresses, but I'm coping. I'm learning, still. I'll be learning forever that I'm doing this, but I've still got that curve to go over. But it's kind of like that cartoon that I've seen where there's like 4 cars at a traffic light, and one of them is a family SUV, and then there is a exotic sports car right beside that. We'll just say a Ferrari, and then and then the guy in the SUV is looking at the Ferrari like, oh man, I really wish I had that. And then beside the SUV there is a relatively worn out Honda Civic, and the person in the Honda Civic is looking at that saying, oh man, I really wish I had that SUV, and then on the other side of the Honda Civic there's somebody riding a bicycle, and they're saying, oh man, I really wish I had that Honda Civic. And then on the other side of the bicycle there's somebody waiting for a bus, and they're looking at the bicycle like, oh man, I really wish I had the bicycle. And then it pans way out and up to a 3rd or 4th story window where there's somebody in a wheelchair saying, man, I really wish that I could walk. And that cartoon has stuck with me, and it's such a thought-provoking cartoon in my opinion, because you can apply that to being out here. No matter what level you're on, you can look at somebody else's situation and be like, man, I really wish I was there, because I don't know. It's just one of those situations. It's just one of those things. It's different, but it's the same. You're comparing your situation to somebody else's, and but I don't know. I mean, I guess the only difference between those two is you could say that in the situation of the cars, they don't know what it's like. Like, I don't know what it's like not to be able to walk, right? But I do know what it's like to be a company driver. So I understand that, but I could never understand what it's like to not walk. You know what I'm saying? But I also could never understand what it's like to be able to afford a Ferrari. So, it can go both ways. But anyway, yeah, I made this outro because I wanted it to, be shorter than my other outro, but it's actually gone on longer. But it's gone faster in my opinion. I've gone, it's just better. The endorphins, that's the word I was looking for earlier. When you work out, it sends the endorphins, and they're just going everywhere right now, and I feel great. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and utilize this time that I was going to utilize to eat dinner, and I'm going to finish editing this video and try to put it up. Right now, by the way, I'm sitting in Virginia. You know where the old White's truck stop used to be, which is now just a Petro, at the 8164 corridor. That's where I'm at right now, and I am heading up north. Got a hell of a rate. You know, it's funny. Some people are saying right now that the rates are going down. Some people are saying they're going up. I'm seeing some of the rates are going up right now. Some are still stagnant. I haven't seen much more. I haven't seen them going down anymore. For the most part, stagnant. But the one I'm on now, it picked up. Maybe I'll just make another video about it because it's kind of surprising. But anyway, with that said, guys, I'm going to get off here and edit this video, I guess. So we will see you all later. Be safe, make some money, and work out. Do something, make yourself feel good while you're out here. And it'll be a much more enjoyable job. Take care, guys.